Safety inspection checklist. Service and chocks checked. Maintenance status checked. Battery is on. Electrical hydraulic pumps on. Landing gear done. Ship's library checked. Safety inspection checklist completed. Vienna clearance delivery, good day. This is Ryanair for Yankee Tango at Foxtrot 27 with information Bravo requesting Alpha clearance to Milano. Squawking 1000 and initial climb clearance to flight level 070 Osprey for Charlie departure runway 29er for Ryanair for Yankee Tango. Ground on 121.6 man ready for push and start for Ryanair for Yankee Tango. Okay, let's brief for taxi. So we have runway 29er, so we do pushback facing east, then probably via Whiskey, and then here Alpha 1, or we go pushback facing west via EX6, Mike Alpha 1. For departure, we have to update it. For departure, we have different runway. We have runway 29er, Osprey for Charlie. Okay, push boarding is completed. We have the Osprey for Charlie. Okay, good. So for departure, we have flaps 5 configuration and 100.2% of thrust, CG 25.6, trim 4.76 units. .76 is set. V speeds 140. VR rotation speed 142. V2 151. Okay. Transition altitude 100. Initial climb clearance flight level 070. Mean radar on 134.675. So after departure, on the standby frequency we'll set the Vienna radar frequency. For departure, we have pretty straightforward departure. Heading to set 291. Okay. Manual flight, great weather conditions. I will be piloting command manual flight until reaching flight level 070 at least, or flight level 100. QNH to set 1011. So I will fly into the east with having 291, small left turn, quarter circle, then a right turn to heading 216, and then a small right turn to heading 245. So overall it's into the southwest with pretty straightforward procedures. In case, let's brief the rejected takeoff situations. We have an auto brake. This will set to RTO for rejected takeoff situations. RTO stands for rejected takeoff. If we have any rejected takeoff situations below 80 knots, we go full reverse thrust, speed brake up, manual brakes will stand on the runway. However, do we have any other emergencies after 80 knots? We have auto brake set to RTO, so we don't have to brake manually. This will brake manually. We're at the RTO position. Still full reverse thrust, speed brake up, full stop on the runway. If possible, we can try to taxi out depending on the aircraft condition. Do we have any other emergencies after our decision speed at 140? We climb straight ahead to 5,000 feet, remain in a pattern, and look forward to land into runway 16. Okay, that's it for the briefing and taxi briefing. We are ready for start and push. Before start checklists, phones off, iris mode selector, NAF. Gear pins removed, light test checked, in-op. Oxygen test is 100%, yaw damper is on, NAF transfer switch is normal, fuel we got 6.3 tons. Cabin utility is on, emergency exit light are armed, passenger signs on, window heat is on as well. Hydraulics normal, air conditioning packs high, Pressurization mode selector auto. Instruments cross check. Everything's good. All the brakes RTO as briefed. Speed brake lever down detent. Park brake center LED is on. Stabilizer trim, cutoff switches normal. Wheel well fire warning checked. Radios and transponder set. We have here the ground frequency, delivery frequency, and squawk is inop, but however we have 1000 checked. Okay, rudder aileron trim 30, takeoff briefing discussed, taxi briefing also discussed. PA is not available. FMC CDU is set for pre-flight, and one icebox checked. Stabilizer trim, we have 4.76 units. EFB is on airplane mode, but not important. Flight deck windows are locked. We will close the doors. Okay. And the cargo doors are closing. Doors closed before such check is completed. Okay.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alrighty. Vienna ground, good day. This is Rainer for Yankee Tango, stand Foxtrot 27, ready for push and start. Pushback and engine side approved. Face southeast for Rainer for Yankee Tango. Park brake released. Okay, flaps 5 starting. Engine number 2. Okay, N2 is increasing. 10 has passed. 20 has passed. Lever idle. Flaps green light. Park brake set. Okay, we will wait. Okay, engine is stable. We have a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Starting engine number 1. And N2 is increasing. Twenty is passed. Lever to idle. Let's go for taxi clearance after both engines are stable. And call it before taxi checklist. First of all, primarily. Alright. Thank you for that. Okay, both engines stable. Generators on, we can disconnect the APU. Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Propy is on as well. Anti-air is not required. Fuel pumps on. Air conditioning packs auto. Isolation valve auto. Start switches Fall phone continues. APU is off. Recall is checked. Flight controls. Full up, full down, full right, full left. Rudder pedals, full right, full left. Flight controls. I checked flaps 5 green light. Stabilizer trim, we got 4.86 units as I remember. 4.76 and start lever idle detent both. Before taxi checklist completed, then let's call for taxi. Vienna ground, good day, this is Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango requesting taxi. Oh, come on. ATC is full today. Probably holding point Alpha 1. Echo X-ray 5 Mike. Probably. Echo X-ray and then Mike. Okay. Extremely full. Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango request taxi. Nice. Now it worked. Alpha 1. X-ray 5 Alpha 1. Runway 29 holding point Alpha 1 taxi via Whiskey Echo X-ray 5 Mike for Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango. Okay, left taxi. Clear for takeoff, runway 29 for Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango. Okay, departure frequency set. We have 134675. So, below the line checklist, MCP V2 is 1514 V2. Runway heading 2901 and cleared altitude flight level 070. Transponder TARA, landing and strobes on. And retracts on. Below the line checklist completed. Okay, now we're seeing immediate left turn. We have traffic, same SID as we have. Alright, yeah. Okay, takeoff. %40 stable. Takeoff just set. Checked. 8 knots. rotates. Gear up. Okay. Contact Wien radar on 129.705 for Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango. Vienna radar, good day. This is Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango, climb to flight level 070. To go. Vienna radar, good day. This is Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango, fly me to flight level 070. Climbing flight level 160 for Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango. Let's get more speed. Okay, that's good. Speed checked, flaps 2. Command in use. Up after takeoff checklist. Air conditioning and press set. Auto brakes off. Start switches off. Flaps up, no light. Landing gear up and off. And altimeters. Altimeters standard at flight level 100. Our next waypoint is heading 245. And flight level 100. Landing lights off. We have 14 degrees, anti-air stays off. Let's start with the arrival briefing. So ATC has given us the RV 3 Echo 35 right. Let's see if that aligns. And we go to approach. 2,900 meters. That looks fine. 35 right ILS Zulu, every 3 Echo. That aligns. So let's start with, we will land with flaps 40 and 142 knots. ILS frequency to set is 109 and 9 at 0. We set that. Arrival course 346. Set. So if you look, we come here from the east, south, and a south, and then a right turn into runway 35 right. So if we look at the 35 right, we will note that there are two parallel runways, and we could mistake a taxiway here for a runway. However, we will try to keep in mind that there is a center taxiway that looks like a runway even from the length. So we have the 35 right, use right-handed traffic pattern. This runway has a landing distance beyond threshold of 3,920 meters, so enough for the Boeing 737. However, we will land with flaps 40 due to heavy load. Nothing to note except the middle taxiway. So if we look at the star, we have the every 3 Echo arrival. So a nice transition to kill some height. Arrival frequency is 120.025. Okay, so if we have to get ourselves a holding, we will get the holding at flight level 130 here. But traffic is pretty low. We will, however, go through some rainy clouds, as if we see. It looks like we will fly over them. If we look at the ILS Zulu, we will. My goal is to perform a visual approach. However, if you do look at the weather, so we look at the weather here, so we can see we have 1606 knots, so slight winds, and variable between 130 and 200. Visibility greater than 9,999. Broken at 3,328 degrees, QNH 1011. So for me, the conditions are enough to get a visual approach. So let's descend because we're late on profile. We already got clearance, but we will contact ATC again. Radar, this is Ryanair 4 Yankee Tango, ready to descend. We got cleared to 20. Okay, we got 170. Okay, my co-pilot said it. Read back the instruction. So we fly via Ryanair, so it could be that our descent is going to be steeper because Ryanair uses a idle steep descent profile with speed brake up to reduce the fuel load. So what isn't possible right now, because we fly over the Alps, to perform a idle descent profile. So we descend via the TOD as normal via Vienna until ATC gives us further information. But however, we have some weather clouds in front of us that look quite disturbing. But we will get a closer look, and it might be that once we arrive over those clouds that they are either underneath of us or on the left of us, or on the left hand could be potentially. Otherwise, we hope for ATC say that we have some severe clouds, and then we perform a right-handed turnover to get to pass the clouds. But so far we are clear on cloud flight. So that's it for the briefing so far. Now let's go to the landing. So as I said, visual approach, runway 35 right, normal 3-degree glide slope. The minimum altitude or the minimum decision height of this is 891. Let's set that 891 for minimums. Okay, that is set. And let's look at the last step. In case of go-around procedure, proceed on course 346 as on the course set. Climb 4,000 feet. We get a new handoff. Okay. So misapproach altitude 4,000 feet, and if we see at the course 346 and then a right turn into heading 107. Alrighty, that's it for the approach and landing briefing. Minimum approach speed for Ryanair for Yankee Tango. Speed checked. Flaps 1. Speed check, flaps 2. Speed bekannt. Flaps 5. Above 4,000, entry for ILS. It's 3,000 at Totku. Inland over 4,000 feet. Okay. Let's look, cross check. Continuous both, set. Landing lights on, that's good, that's good. Alrighty, we're ready. Approach face. Approach face is engaged, airport inside. Heading. This approach heading is set 346. Set. This approach altitude 4,000. As I remember, it was climb 4,000 feet. (136) is out of towers. Alrighty. Command B in use. Let's go down with the speed, traffic in front of us. Okay, that's good. Get on. Flaps 10. Manual flight. Contact tower on 123.6 for Ryanair for Yankee Tango. Ciao. Speed check. Flaps 15. Flaps 30. Tower, this is Ryanair for Yankee Tango. Established ILS runway 35 right. Continue for Ryanair for Yankee Tango. Flaps full. My controls. Check 1,000 feet. Missed approach altitude is set. Okay, traffic inside, takeoff. Runway 35 right. But we are clear. Checked.
400.
Checked.
200 approaching minimum.
Clear to land, runway 35 right, Ryanair for Yankee Tango.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Speed break up. Reverses. Manual brakes. And take the speed exit. Exiting at Delta for Ryanair for Yankee Tango. Transponders off. Contact ground on 121.8 for Ryanair for Yankee Tango. Ground 11825, right. So that's off. Starting view. All right. Let's look for a good gate. Milano ground, good day, this is Ryanair for Yankee Lima, taxiway Echo, requesting taxi to gate 408. Charlie Delta Echo, hold short runway 35 left for Ryanair for Yankee Tango. So we have Echo, Charlie, Delta Echo, Delta. Taxi lights on. Yep. Okay, taxi via Echo, Charlie, Charlie, Delta Echo. There it is. So. Okay. So we have to take the first exit. So first left turn here. Okay, left is clear, looks clear for me. Okay. There's 406, or must be 408. Taxi light off. Shutting off the engines. Power brake set. Wheel chock set. Alrighty. Collision lights off. On request deboarding. Good. So, shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Electrical APUs running. Fast seatbelt signs off. Window heat off. Probe heat off as well. Anti-ice not required and off. Electrical hydraulic pumps off. Voice recorder on. Air conditioning packs off. Exterior lights steady. Logo and wheel logo and well is off. Start switches off. Auto brakes off. Speed brake down detent. Flaps up. Park brake set. LEDs on. Start levers cut off. Weather radar off. Checked. Transponder standby. Standby is checked. CVR CB is in and out. Cockpit door is unlocked. The jetways are. We don't have jetways, we get stairs. Okay, shutter checklist completed. Secure checklist. Iris mode selector off. Cabin utility off. Air conditioning packs off. It's checked. Emergency exit lights off. APU, GPU off. And batteries off. Secure checklist completed.